Hey, it's Bill, and you're tuned into Three Questions and a Song, the podcast where the title says it all. What we have going on here tonight is Kamyee B is with me. See, I told you I get it.
I know. You did.
She is a hip hop artist out of Illinois. Well, Illinois.
Yeah.
See, I should have asked you about that too. Is it Macomb?
Yeah, Macomb, Illinois.
Macomb, Illinois. Probably the youngest artist that we've had on the show so far.
Oh wow, that's low key honor.
But as the title goes, it is Three Questions in a Song. It's quick. Just ask the question, answer the question, and keep going. So without any further ado, the first question I have for you, when I was doing my research, something kept coming up over and over again. And it was probably the thing that made me say, hey, yeah, let's do this. And it's that you say that you're an artist and not a rapper. Yes. And my question to you is, what's the difference between those two things in your mind?
In my mind, there's nothing wrong with just being a rapper, but a rapper is like a little box. And it's like, if you're an artist, yeah, you have one main career, but you can do it all. Artists like, music, a creator, a writer, artist is basically, it expands. And a rapper is you just rap. So it's like with me, yes, music and hip hop, and yes, I mainly do rapping, but I don't really like to be in that little box.
So you didn't want to pigeonhole yourself in a corner and have everybody say, "Oh, she's just a rapper."
Yeah,
I get it. And like I said, that when I read it, I was like, okay, I need to find out what she means by that.
Right.
I made that mistake back in 2004 when I first started all this. I named my original website AK Music Scene, and AK stood for Alikiski, which is the valley I live in. Well, now everything I do is worldwide.
Right.
And so I made that mistake, and I was a little bit older than you then, like mid-20s. So you figured that out well before I did.
Right.
So kudos to you.
Thank you.
Question 2. If you were going to get on stage with your favorite artists, who would you join on stage, and what songs would you want to perform?
My favorite.
You can pick a couple.
Okay, I would say Drake. And the songs I would perform with him would be God's Plan. Forever. And Grease. Well, that's for DJ Khaled. But yeah. And then another one I would do is, I definitely got to pick an artist that's close to my age. So I do like the Kid Leroy. He's an artist from Australia. I would do Diva. Selfish. And probably Running. And one more I would do Lil Mosey. He's from Seattle. And the songs I would do would probably be like Jumping Out the Face. Fast, or So Fast, and Greeter. And yeah.
Cool. So the song we're going to feature from you tonight is Slogan. What can you tell me about it? You can tell me about when you were recording it. You could tell me a story about performing it. You could tell me what it means. You could tell me all of that if you wanted to. Just give us a little bit of insight on that song.
Okay, so it's funny because I always say to this day I'm proud of that song because the story of it was crazy because me and my dad lived in Chicago, and me and my dad, he knows I do music, so the day before I wrote the song, we were going to Chicago to film the music video for it, but I didn't finish the song. And I had work that day, and I got off. Luckily, I was supposed to get off at probably 10, but I got off at like 9 early. And my job is right across from the studio, so I already had the beat, already had, I think, the chorus. So all I had to do was write a couple of more lines in the chorus again. And I finished the song, and then I was like, is he even available? So I called the studio, and he was like, yes, he can get a session in. And I was like, okay. And we finished it that night, and he sent it to me the same night. So that was the story of that. And the very next day, that morning at like 6 o'clock in the morning, I took the train to Chicago for the music video. But the song's slogan basically means that yes, real people recognize real, but they can also be blinded by the fake because they're good actors. So you just have to stay focused and not get into that negativity or like make new friends quick, at least.
All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take a moment and listen to Slogan by Kamyee B, and we'll be right back. If anybody is tuned in live, you're not going to get to hear it. You'll have to check out buildtosee.com on Friday, the 15th, and then any day after that. And you'll be able to hear it as a podcast. And every other Sunday on rootarooradio.com, they feature 2 episodes of 3 questions and a song. So, okay, so we're going to come back in now.
Yeah.
That was Slogan by Kamyee B, and she is hanging out with us for a little bit tonight. If you weren't here earlier, we found out a little bit about what she believes the difference is between a rapper and an artist. And we also got to hear a little bit about who her favorite artists are and which songs she would like to perform with them. And then she told us about her song Slogan, which you just heard. So what we have going on now with every episode of 3 questions in a song, the third question always comes from the previous guest. And Justin from the band Days to Come asked this question. He wanted to know about what inspires you to write what you write.
So basically, I'm not against writing about, stuff that's not real, but me, I always enjoy writing about stuff I can relate to and what other people can actually relate to. So when I hear a beat, it's like I automatically try to figure out a way, okay, what if I make a song out of this, can people be like, yes, I agree? Or can they feel what I'm saying instead of just thinking like, you know, like not imagination, just in reality. Like they know exactly what I'm talking about, and not just what they wish.
So you're saying that you want it to relate to their everyday life like it does yours.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I get that answer a lot. So what I need from you now is I need you to tell the listeners where they can find your music and where they can find you online.
You can find my music at my YouTube channel of Kamyee B, KAMYEE B. And you can find me on Instagram, the only Kamyee B, no space, no capital, the only KAMYEE B. Facebook, the only Kamyee B, no space, no. Oh yeah, it's right there. And that's it.
And I gave you a little bit of homework. I had you check out the band Good Grief.
Yes.
What question did you come up with for them?
Good grief. Not necessarily what inspires you to write lyrics like that, but what inspires you to make that genre of music. Because when I heard the song, it's not rock, but it's hard to explain. It's like the kind of music you would chill to like at a bar. I can't really explain the genre, but it's like a vibe. and you got some music that's more of a guitar, and you got some music, yeah, that's more of like a kind of a rock, but kind of not. I can't really explain the genre.
Well, and that's not necessarily a bad thing,
Right,
because that means that they're doing their own thing.
right. They're
But-
doing everything.
So I do want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
No problem. And make sure that you check out the next episode on the 1st so you can hear Good Grief's answer to your question.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. This has been episode number 49 of 3 Questions and a Song. You can check us out by going to buildthescene.com. And we put out an episode on the 1st and 15th of every month. Make sure you check out our other podcast, the Pennsylvania Rock Show, each and every Friday, also at buildthescene.com. And you can find music news and other things at our sister site. I'll call it a sister site, firstangelmedia.com. My name is Bill, and we will catch you on the next episode.